It's here, we've made it, it's Christmas Day, finally. We've had 2 weeks, we've had the international break, of all things, an international break. We had the Crystal Palace game that we all had to care about, but now we're finally here. I thought it would never come. Match Day Champions League. It's the biggest week of the season, the biggest week for ages, if we're all honest.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I love this part. I can't remember if I said this on the video yesterday, in real life yesterday, but it was this is the part where we've still got it all to come. So we've got this game. Beyond that, like we keep forgetting, we've got Merseyside Derby away at Goodison the weekend. Then we've got this all to do next week. So this is like the most exciting. I can't remember a week of football that I've been more excited about. Like, I'm sure you had like 2001 that week where you had all the finals to go to and stuff like good. That. But like this is just mega, and the fact that we've waited so long for a quarter final in the Champions League, and the way it is, Guardiola versus Klopp, and everything that's been happening in the build-up. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's just before 12. We're already talking about what time we can get up to Anfield and just like start getting amongst it, start getting on the beer and start enjoying it. It's a huge game, and it's a game that you don't know what to expect as well. Ben Jono was in today to do the review, which is a little bit of a look at Palace, but mainly a tactical look at tonight's game, and that's out now. So do have a listen to that if you do subscribe to Talk Play. But he was saying literally anything could happen tonight, and that's what's making it so mad and so exciting and gives you so much energy, is that, if someone said, oh, we're going to win 4-0, you'd be like, yeah, I can see how that happens. If someone says we're going to get beat 4-0, you'd be like, yeah, you can see that happens. And I can't remember ever feeling like that about a game of football before.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's the measure of the two sides that are playing. They are, I don't care what anyone says, they're the two most exciting teams in the Premier League, two of the most exciting teams in Europe. And it's not like it's a Man United who will come and try and just keep it tight and grind you down and maybe get you one on the break. It's that this City team are actually exciting in themselves, and that it'll just be two teams going at each other. And I think that's why the wider football world, not just because it's two teams in England that are playing each other, but it's stylistically what both teams can offer. And yeah, exactly. It's the fact that we know it's just going to be a mental game, but we just don't know which way that's going to swing, whether it is going to be a Liverpool or whether it's going to be City. There's going to be goals. I wouldn't even dare bet on the game. I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, it's one to just enjoy, and I can't wait. And as I say, I can't wait to get in amongst it. I've got my colours on today, by the way. Did you not get the memo? A sea of red on the cop and all that.
you didn't send any memos out.
It's not my memo. It's everyone. All these Twitter posts have all been. Well, luckily, our studio's been getting done, and loads of supporters clubs have sent us scarves like over the weeks and stuff that we've had in the back. Because the studio's getting done, they're all in a bin bag at the moment, so basically all the lads are just going to raid the bin bags. So, but the issue is that they might end up getting lost in Pop World at 3 a.m. So if you're from a supporter club and you've given us a scarf and you don't mind, you wanted to see it at the game tonight, you want to swing him round, you want to be part of the scarf to be part of the action, and you don't mind the slight possibility that it'll get lost, do let us know. Text in.
I'll be on the Anfield Wraps Facebook around, I'd say about 3 a.m. When I go live from Pop World, having just beat Guardiola's City 3-0, swinging your scarf, Atlanta, San Francisco. It could be anyone. It's a lottery.
I'll be there 4 a.m. wearing nothing but your scarf.
And a smile.
Dancing on the horse outside St George's Hall, just riding it with the scarf like that. So if you're happy to see that happen to your scarf, but as I say, maybe not make it back to the studio, then do let us know in the comments. And your supporters club could be with me in prison.
Where do we go next?
Let's go to the papers. There is nothing like European nights at Anfield.
You're leaving work early. You're meeting mates in the pub. The excitement begins to build.
So get up to Anfield as early as you can, into the pubs, get something to eat, talking to your friends. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Everyone's just saying yes.
That's what we're there for. The opportunity to become one of those Liverpool sides, and the opportunity to be part of one of those Liverpool nights. And as you get closer and closer to the ground, hope fades and it's replaced by expectation. Expectation of seeing a side that can go on and lift club football's greatest prize.
And you're just thinking about Kiev, thinking about getting there, thinking about what it'd be like to be in another European final.
You can feel it everywhere you go, and then finally you're in your seat. And the match starts.
This could be a fantastic run through to Kiev. We want you to come and share it with us, hopefully celebrating what could be a glorious run to number 6. Come and share it with us at the Anfield Wrap, £5 a month. We really hope you do. Yeah. Awesome that advert, I love it.
I feel like we should just sack off the papers and me and you just
No.
time.
I mean, we do the papers because A, I've paid for them, and B, there's some nice images. I really, really like the back page of the Guardian today. So hats off to whoever did that. It's a really cool piece. Anfield holds its breath, and that's what it feels like, doesn't it? It's that waiting now and that anticipation, but it's cool because everyone's talking about a game that Liverpool are involved in, and that's how it should be. You know, in the last few years, we've been getting to Champions League quarter-finals, and the focus has been on other English teams and what they're doing in it. Tonight, you know, it's not just what Liverpool are talking about, it's what everyone in Europe is talking about. Barcelona were playing some bums, I don't know, no one even cares. It's all about Liverpool, Man City.
I'm not sure I could even tell you who's playing in any of the other...
It's Barcelona v someone tonight.
Yeah, they're playing in the same tournament, and who cares? It's all about it's all about this game. Like, you know, Ronaldo scores that goal last night, that like big overhead kick, the mad overhead kick, and everyone's saying, oh, it's brilliant, but I don't give a shit about that. I just care about the game tonight. That's all I care about. And you're right. It's been too long. It's been far too long. Like imagine current John going back and telling past John in 2009 that quarter final would have been the last one that you saw at Anfield in the Champions League. Like, that's just a mad thought. And I don't for 1 second believe that'll happen again. And you know, under Klopp anyway. This is us to stay now, and this is what we should be expecting every single year. And I think this can be, you know, a win tonight and a win next week, and us going through can sort of be a springboard, and it can be the next step in ensuring that the whole of Europe are taking notice of this Liverpool side and just how good they are. Okay, so the Guardian have also got this image which I like. It's of Klopp and Guardiola, and they've done fine margins where Anfield showdown will be won. So Andy Hunter's done 3 for Liverpool, Jamie Jackson's done 3 for Man City. I want you to rate these, how important you think they are. Craig's out of 5. Right,
okay.
Yeah, go.
So Andy Hunter said, number 1, the success of Klopp's press. 5
Craigs out of 5 on that one. Yeah, I think that's going to be massive. I think that's what we're going to expect. I'm expecting quite a similar start to the league game that we saw at Anfield against City, both from the crowd and from the players. It was brilliant from start to finish. The crowd were excellent, booing the opposition and cheering on our lads, and you see that translate onto the pitch. You see that everyone's G'd up, and I think it'll be 100 mile an hour to begin with at the start, and hopefully continues through the game.
5 Craigs out of 5, eh? Bloody hell. Okay, number 2, City's problems at left back whet the appetite of Salah. Basically, Mendy's injured, Delph's injured, Danilo, they're saying unconvincing. So on Saturday they went with Laporte, who's obviously a new signing and more of a centre-half. They went with him at left-back. Just feeling whoever they go for, you know, Mo Salah can have a real chance against them.
Yeah, well, it's funny on that one because like that's been a talking point with this Liverpool side, that it's Trent Alexander-Arnold that's that's getting targeted by the opposition fan and the opposition team. And if you like reading those names, look at how much they've spent on each of those players, and that's seen as a problem position for them. But I give that 3 out of 5. I think if Mo Salah's going to do the business, it doesn't matter who he's playing against tonight. He'll do the business because he's a top class footballer. Okay, and finally for Liverpool, Liverpool's threat at set pieces. Van Dijk heading stuff in. Well, what a welcome change that is for people to be talking about the fact that we are now a threat. Like we were saying that at the weekend, that but before Van Dijk comes in, it's you know, you get a corner and it's a nothing for Liverpool, but now he's in amongst it and he's causing trouble. So I'll say a 4 out of 5. Craig's out of 5 for Van Dijk's massive head. Okay, these are the 3 Man City ones. The importance. Craig's out of 5. I'll be honest, Craig, this is a setup for these numbers to be a lot lower than our ones. Yeah, don't you? I mean, the first one's a joke anyway. Ederson, key to City's attacks. That's their goalie. Fuck off. Zero Craig's out of 5. Of all the things I'm worried about, it's not their goalie for him playing 20-yard passes. Sorry, Jamie, if you're watching. Number 2, De Bruyne and Silva to pull the strings yet again. I mean, these lads are quite good at footy. Yeah, they scare me a little bit, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go 1. Fuck you 2. Half each for De Bruyne and Silva. And number 3, Jesus to prove star quality. Sergio Aguero's injured, which I feel is good news because he always seems to score against us. But they've got this lad Jesus. They reckon he's all right as well. He's Gabriel and not the lad that died and then come back. Yeah, not the
Easter fella?
Then I'm going to go 2. I think he's quite good. But I'm just not scared of him. Yeah, 2.
So there you are. So I'm no mathematician, but if I were to add up the Guardians, where the Anfield Showdown will be won in terms of Craig's out of 5, I think we've pissed it.
Yeah, I think we all piss it. No, I don't.
Just very quickly, I just want to do the Mirror and the Echo. The Echo got a nice image of Jürgen looking at his watch with "Your time is now," and the Mirror have gone with "My history, boys," and they're both alluding to the same thing, which is Jürgen Klopp telling his players, telling his squad in this game that, look, people talk about Liverpool's rich history and we all enjoy it, but he doesn't want, create your own stories, create your own history, make sure that people are talking about this game in 5, 10, even 20 years. Not necessarily just this game, but this one to a final.
To get his value out of the newspapers there, and then you will
pay for it.
Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right. I think if I'm Jurgen Klopp, I'm saying to some of the newer lads, especially who have maybe signed in the last year or two, look at how close they came in 2 years ago, and look at that Dortmund game that's still talked about. Well, this time let's ensure that game's forever talked about as the beginnings of number 6, the beginnings of another European Cup for Liverpool, and think of the amount of ex-players that maybe just would have faded into history and not been remembered as fondly, and who are now heroes. The likes of Jerzy Dudek in 2005. He just we maybe would have forgotten about him a little bit. And
was the European Cup winner.
Yeah, exactly. Louis Garcia as well. The things that he did in the European Cup ensures that his name's burnt into the history of the club, and that's what I'd be saying to these lads tonight. And there's been loads of talk about the atmosphere, and we talked about it yesterday. Gareth did a really good piece on the site as well, where he said that if you look at how many opposition teams down the years have bounced into this tie, and the likes of Chelsea in 2005, they were running away with the league, and they bounce into the tie and they think, this atmosphere is not going to affect us, and then it does, and that's just what we do, and we've done it before, and we're not, it's not just an ideal, it's something that we've proven time and time again, and hopefully the players can respond to that in a positive way, and yeah. God, I would do anything for a win tonight, to be just so we're going into that second tie where we are absolutely bouncing into it.
Yeah, bouncing into next week, hopefully. Listen, get on the Anfield app today in any way you can, because we're going to be at Anfield early. We're going to be there for the coach welcome. We're not quite sure on the route. There's all sorts of rumours on there, but we'll have spotters around, and we'll be legging it around to make sure we're there to welcome the boys in red. And so, follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram stories are going to be flying. We've got the Snapchats as well, all the Anfield app, just one word. And throughout the day, as I say, we're going to be covering it, and it's a really good time to subscribe to the Anfield app as well. As I said before, we've got the review show, which is normally a look at the last game, but today is a bit more of a look to City, so a bit more of a tactical look with Sean Rodgers, who's obviously a qualified coach, and Ben Johnson as well, looking at what they do for Man City. That's a really good listen, and out now. And we will be doing a post-match show straight after the game, hopefully a jubilant one. If you've not heard a post-match show when we've won, I would listen to the free Anfield app show that came out yesterday, and fast forward to the end if you want, and listen to the last 5 minutes of that. That was a taste of what happened when we beat Dortmund in the Europa League.
I would just sum up your performance, not
I was excellent.
And naked. He was naked.
I mean,
well.
the two.
We'll maybe put a clip out of that actually today on our social media, because I saw quite a few people tweeting about it. It's been talked about as one of the best post-match shows we've ever done. I know it's quite a few people's favourites as well. So we'll maybe put a clip of that out just so you can see what they're like. Hopefully another one of those tonight.
But yeah, wherever you're watching it in the world, make sure you're up to reds, get your colours on like me, not like Craig, and just kind of enjoy it, because this is what it's all about. This is what a football fan's being all about, and especially what a Liverpool fan's being all about. Should we get on the air?
We should get on the air.